Hi guys, Mike back again with another board game featurette. This one is Defenders of the Realm, a game by Richard Linnaeus, who is responsible for Arkham Horror. And those of you who've been through my videos will see that I'm a big fan of Arkham Horror. And in the same vein as that, we're going to be doing a kind of storage solution, pimp your game type video for Defenders of the Realm. Now for those of you who don't know, Defenders of the Realm is a fantasy board game. Where you play one of several different heroes. It's a cooperative game, so you any amount of players really, between one and whatever, 5 or 6 really, can try and defeat the 4 generals. Is what you're trying to do. There's 4 generals in the game, and they're marching their way to Monarch City with their minions. And if any of the 4 generals make it to Monarch City, you lose the game. There are a couple of other ways to lose the game as well, but that's the crux of it. And the only way you can win the game is to slay all the 4 generals. So, what we're doing is changing the storage for this game. So I've got rid of the original insert initially. So on top, we've got instructions for the hero expansions. Just some advertising there. The FAQ, which is quite sizable, but very useful. And the rulebook. Next up, we've got the board. Big board. You need a big table to play this on. This unfolds to 4 times the size, basically. So that's half of it, and then it folds out again, kind of that way. So you need a fairly big table to play this on, but it's a good board, and it serves the purpose. So there we go. So those of you in the know will notice that I've, like I said, got rid of the original insert and made one of my black foam core inserts to hold this, hold some of the stuff. So in this compartment here, we've got all the hero cards. Each player gets a card. You pick a character, and you get a card, and then you've got your abilities and things on this card, on these cards. So you get 8 in the base game, and then there's 3 hero expansions, each containing 4 extra heroes. So I've picked all those up, so you've got a total of 20 heroes to choose from in all. And then in this side, we've got the 4 general status cards and the war status card, which keeps you up to date on where you are in the progress of the war. In these compartments up here, we've got the cards. So we've got the Darkness Spreads cards, which you draw after each turn, and place minions and move the generals. So these compartments were a bit small to get my fingers in to get all the cards out. So I put some tabs in, so you can lift the tab, and obviously lifts the cards up. And I've done the same over here with the hero cards. Just lifts them up. And then there's some smaller quest cards up on their side, but they fit in the kind of configuration I wanted to get this box in. I would normally place the cards sort of upright, but these cards would sit too high for my plan for this storage solution. So that's the cards, and then we go on to some of the miniatures. Each general is colour coded. There's a black general, the undead, green general, the orc, red general, a demon, and a blue dragon general. So in each general has got 25 minions who are placed on the board after every player's turn. If you put all 25 minions on the board, you're in trouble basically, because if then you're required to replace one more minion of that particular colour on the board, you'd lose the game. So each of these minions are stored like this for easy access during the game. This just goes by the side of the table, and as you place minions, you can kind of see easily when they're running out and when you need to go and sort of defeat minions of a particular colour to kind of restock the pool, if you like. And in this box, we've got like a double-sided box there. So we've got some life tokens. Drop one there. So we've got some life tokens. We've got some character-specific markers. We've got the general's wound markers and the war status marker. And we've got some, again, character-specific tokens. Some taint crystals. Briefly, just as the minions spawn on the land becomes tainted, and at certain points of the game you're required to place a crystal on the land to signify that it's tainted, and if all 12 taint crystals get onto the board, you lose the game immediately. And then basically then we've got the 12 dice. Each general's got 3 dice of their colour-coded colour, which are used for the battles. So that's that. So that's it basically. That's how we're storing Defenders of the Realm at the moment. So those of you in the know will be saying, well, where are all the miniatures? So this goes on to the second part of my plan. So as you can see, there's a gap. There's a gap here, carefully measured. This gap now will accept 1.5 inch thickness of foam, basically. And I've done some measuring and fitting, and a normal battle foam tray, the 15.5 inch by 12 inch, will fit in this box if I can trim off. I think I need to lose about 1/8 of an inch. So I need to lose 1/16 of an inch from each side of the tray, and it will fit in this box. Now I think I can buy a sort of troop tray, cut 1/16 of an inch off each side without hampering the spaces of the tray, and then it will fit in this box so I can store all my miniatures. So what I wanted to do is replace the miniatures in this game. You do get miniatures, but I want to replace them because I don't like them. So we get, again, colour coded. So there's the blue dragon general. Okay, you get a red demon general. Again, I mean, it's a good game, great components. The miniatures serve their purpose, but I don't like the sculpts. But you know, I suppose if they gave you better sculpts, you'd be paying a lot more for the game. There's the undead general, and finally the orc general. Okay, so that's that. And also for the 20 heroes, you get, there's a kind of just a selection of miniatures there. He's who is he? He's an elf lord. Elf lord. And who else? There's a ranger. So, I mean, as you can see, they're not the best sculpts in the world, and there's not much detail on them. I did think about painting them, but I just wanted to get some brand new miniatures and go from there. So what the plan is to replace all the miniatures. So I'm looking at getting one each of all the heroes. So I'm sort of trying to source those at the moment from various different companies. But initially, what I'm doing is replacing the generals. So I've picked up 4 miniatures to replace each general, and this is where we are with the miniature replacement at the moment. So to replace the black undead general, I picked up Krell from the Games Workshop line of miniatures. Now the keen-eyed among you will notice that he's painted all black and there's no detail on them, and this was done intentionally because I wanted to keep all of the generals colour-coded to their particular colour. I mean, obviously, as you've seen, the minions are colour-coded black and his dice are colour-coded black. All his Darkness Spreads cards, where enemy placement is concerned, are colour-coded black. So basically I wanted to keep him all black. So as you can see, he is black, and he's been highlighted up with various greys up to white, and then brought back down again with a black wash. But I think it looks quite effective, and he's such a cool miniature. I almost feel bad about not painting him up properly, but I do want to keep him black. So that's Krell, the undead general. To replace my demon general, we're going to use the winged vampire lord. I think he looks really cool. So I spent about half a day painting this with the airbrush. Many different coats of reds, different shades, kind of shaded in all the recesses, but kept the appearance of him being red. And I've just done his base down there, kind of giving him a bit of a base. So that's the red general. Now my other two generals are kind of work in progress at the moment. The green orc general was this miniature. Not very good, and I'm replacing him with this guy, the Savage Orc Big Boss, again from the Games Workshop range, and I've been airbrushing him up today. So again, just lots of shades of green. I'm not putting any other colour on him apart from green, and aside from doing his base and giving him a wash of a green wash, he's pretty much done. So I'm pretty pleased with him. And then for the Dragon General, I've broken from Games Workshop miniature line and picked up this beauty. This is the Amber Dragon from the Reaper miniature line. This is the first Reaper miniature I've ever had, but he's going to work really well for the game. He's not that far off the same size body wise as the general you get with the game, but obviously he's got a fair set of wings there. I've had to bend the wings a bit to make him kind of no wider than 1.5 inches, so he'll fit in my foam solution. But I'm green stuffed the wings, I've glued the wings on and the head or the front of the face, and green stuffed that on. So once that green stuff is dry, he'll be ready for paint. But what I like about him is because he sits quite high off his base, I'll be able to have him on the board with lots of minions around him, and his wings aren't going to impact on the kind of flow of the game and get in the way. So I'm really pleased with him. He is cool. So for those of you who wanted to know, it's the Amber Dragon from the Reaper miniature line. So that's where I am at the moment. Like I say, just sourcing the hero miniatures, and I need to get a troop tray of foam for this box, and then I can start kind of filling out the range, if you like. I will keep you updated. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, guys.